Welcome to another part of Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. This time we're in Hub 3, and we'll be dealing with some Iceland stuff, and also Tiny Arena, and Dragon Mines. I'm playing as Crunch here, you know, the big guy. Was originally the main villain of the original 4th Crash game, and then just became bros with Crash and such. Yeah, he is actually a Nitro Kart character, by the way. I should mention that Nitro Kart has a thing with this game. This isn't, like, this isn't Crash Team Racing plus Nitro Kart, Nitro Fueled. This isn't that kind of fucking game. But we'll get to the Nitro Kart shit way later on. Right now, I'm just showing Crunch because, hey, might as well show off some of that Nitro Kart representation. You know, there's some tag team racing representation in this game too, so might as well show off that next time. But right now, it's time for Blizzard Bluff. I mean, Blizzard Bluff is fine. However, some of the shortcuts are douchier to get. I don't get them all in this recording. I will get them all to, like, the next part. But yeah, I'm not a fan of what they did with the shortcuts in this game. And quite frankly, doing the shortcuts here fucking sucks. By the way, even though Crunch, for the most part, was relegated into being a comedic character, essentially, after the, original 4th game, before, It's About Time happened. He was taken a bit seriously back then, but then he became the comic relief character. And I think he's the comic relief character here, but he's not, like, sounding goofy as hell like he would in, like, things like Titans and such. For the most part, he is fairly reserved. But yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get crushed by that a lot, aren't I? I will take care of, most of the shortcuts. I can't get that one from there, but don't worry, I'll eventually get that anyway. But yeah, there's a few shortcuts. One of the shortcuts I did was going for that little area you saw me go through at the start. The other shortcut is over the fence, which I just barely made it. In the original, that would not be a hard fence to go over. In this game, both fences are fucking hard to get over. Again, they made the fucking shortcuts a more pain in the ass, like a bigger pain in the ass than originally. But yeah, I do manage to, take care of the shortcut, so there you go, see? Unfortunately, you see that fence over to my very left there, that one I just, didn't go for? The one very close to that wall. Yeah, that fence. That fence... Barely anyone goes for the first fence to go for the second fence around that turn. Oh, it's got Husky Crunch. Nice name. But yeah, no one goes for that first fence unless you really want to get lucky because it is such a bullshit fence jump over. But in this game, it's a shortcut and you have to go for all the shortcuts for one of the achievements, so... Yeah... Fuck, that fence is gonna be a pain in the ass to deal with. We'll get to that when we get to that. But first, I just beat a race of Crunch. Here is Crunch's celebratory dance or victory stance or whatever for beating his race. Yeah. Just him being a tough guy. Which is, part of the joke of the character.
You win a trophy.
And hey, we now got Pola as a sticker. Nice. Alright, now it's time for the next one, which I believe is Dragon Mines. So, Dragon Mines. Someone said in the comments of one of my parts of this Let's Play that Dragon Mines is the hardest track in the game. No. No, it's not. Especially in this game, it's not. the shit I dealt with beforehand was worse. And I'm telling you right now, the shit coming later, like, not next part, but in like 3 parts, much fucking worse. There's a level that usually is not a huge pain in the ass in the original game. Fucking nightmare in this one. Absolute fucking nightmare in this one. It is disgusting how fucking evil this one level became in Nitro Fueled compared to the PS1 version. Even the guy that originally, you know, agreed with the whole fucking Dragon Mines thing did that level, and he wanted me to not go over the fucking platinum because it was such a fucking pain in the ass for him. So yeah, just take note of that. Oh, by the way, here's the shortcut for this one. It's not that bad, really. And yeah, you can kind of notice that I believe the audio is all sorts of fucked. For me, at least. Might be for you. I'm sorry for that. That's just gonna happen, unfortunately. Anyway, the main thing here is Dragon Mines is not that bad. The fucking rug's gonna suck, but ultimately, getting across through this isn't that bad. Taking that fucking shortcut isn't even that bad of a thing. The only bad part is this part here of the whole, you know, turn bit, which is fucked. I hate this turn bit, because it's so goddamn awkward to deal with. But yeah, like, outside of that, the rest is not even that bad. It's honestly a pretty basic and easy track to deal with. So yeah, even though I make some bad mistakes, and even though, you know, I have some struggles here and there of the AI fucking me over at times, and, you know, my own mistakes, mainly my own mistakes, and also this fucking turn being a pile of shit, where the AI just kind of cheats around it in a way. But yeah, like, outside of that, it's not a problem. I can easily beat this bitch. So yeah, let's move on, shall we? When we get to the relic run of this, you'll see what I mean about this not even being that big of a fucking problem. Right, so, I mean, that was that race. I don't know what else you want me to say about that one. It's just meh. I mean, it's fine. It's, you know, it's Dragon Mines. But when you know what the fuck to do, and how to do it, it's not a horrible thing to get through. Again, there's worse. There's worse than Dragon Mines in this game, so yeah. In fact, pretty much almost everything of this hub is kind of easy in this version, at least, compared to any other, like, hub in this game. Like, I had struggles, obviously, of Hub 1 because of fucking Sewer Speedway, and Hub 2 was a fucking nightmare. But this one, when we get to the next part, you'll see that it didn't take me too long to get through shit. Like, almost every single one of them, except for Polar Pass, was like 10 minutes each. I think Polar Pass was like 20 or 30 minutes. But, yeah, it didn't take me long to get shit done with this one. It's just, all the other hubs just fucked me. They fucked me. Anyway, now it's time for Polar Pass, and you know how they got rid of a lot of the useful shortcuts? You know, they got rid of the hills, and you'll see when we get to the next hub world, when we get to things like Oxide Station. fuck's sake, I can't believe they got rid of that one. I can't believe they got rid of that shortcut. Anyway, they did not get rid of this one shortcut here in Polar Pass. Now, granted, I feel like it's a bit harder to do this one compared to the PS1 version, but it was already hard to begin with. It required the correct timing and required you to actually make the fucking jump. You know how you got this here? Yeah, that's still here. You can still do that, and it's still useful. However, because of how, you know, this game's boosts work compared to the original, I can't keep a boost going after I do that, unfortunately. And by the way, that shortcut there, achievement. There you go. But yeah, I can't keep a boost going when I do that shortcut. My boost is gonna fucking go regardless. Oh yeah, and by the way, here is the Sacred Flames or whatever it's called. I call it the Blue Flames. And yeah, the Blue Flames make you go the absolute fastest. So you want to keep that going. The problem is actually keeping it going, because it's very easy to lose it. And not only that, but there are some parts, like some moments, where it just doesn't want to be kept. It doesn't make any sense, but there'll be some moments in a few tracks, like very small few tracks, like about one or two, where you'll see that the game just doesn't let me keep a flame going at all, and it's just fucked. I'm pretty sure the PS1 version would let you keep it going, but in these certain tracks, it's just no, there's no keeping it going. You get fucked essentially. Also, this shield is too overpowered. This shield is too overpowered for how long it goes on for. Even though it's just one use, I can just keep it on the entire time, and no one can, you know, do anything to me. By the way, if you're thinking I'm going to be using that fucking shortcut jump a lot, not really. I mean, there will be a moment, you know, later on where I will, but when it comes to the relic run, it's not that useful, especially in this version. And when it comes to the CTR tokens, again, like, it's not that useful unless you get all the CTR tokens. And even then, doing that jump is such a fucking risky pain in the ass. I do it once, and I'm far enough ahead where I can win no matter what. So, as long as I do the trick once, as long as I do the shortcut once, and I skip all that roundabout bullshit, then everything's fine. I get enough out of that and the regular shortcut, the actual one. So, yeah, it's still not too different. It's just executing these sorts of things is harder because this game's gravity and sense of control and shit is all sorts of fucked compared to the original PS1 version. Especially the physics. Especially the way timing works with physics now, considering everything is not blocky as hell.
Congratulations.
Things are a lot more pinpointed, essentially. Oh yeah, and the Team Cortex cart is next up, which I'll be using next part. But right now, I'm using a retro cart. If you haven't noticed yet, this is like the retro PS1S sort of cart, I guess. I'm using the red one. All special carts you can't customize. You can only just have it and then use it. And all of these classic carts that all look the same except for their color, yeah, you can't customize them. So, Crunch is using the classic PS1 cart, and it is entirely just the red cart, and that's it. And now it's time for Tiny Arena. Tiny Arena, in the original one, in the original game, fucking nightmare. It was one of the most annoying fucking levels in the game originally. Most people would agree with me that on the PS1, Tiny Arena was up there as one of the most annoying tracks in the fucking game. It is not that at all in this version. In Nitro Fueled, Tiny Arena is much easier and forgiving than the original was. Which is fucking shocking to me, because it's Tiny Arena. You'd think that considering all the shit Beanox has fucking done so far, they made Tiny Arena a fucking nightmare, because why the fuck not? You made everything else a goddamn nightmare so far. Why not make a fucking level that's already a pain in the ass a bigger pain in the ass? Make the mud a bigger fucking pain in the ass to me. Put more mud around, maybe. Make all the jumps a bigger fucking asshole to deal with. Make the turns much more bullshit to fucking worry about. You know, you can pull all that shit on me. No. They made it easier. They made the turns easier. They made the AI easier. The AI being easier here is shocking to me, considering the AI being douchebags in this fucking track is one of the reasons why this track is regarded as such a pain in the ass. Because the AI is always at its most bullshit when it comes to this track in particular. Not in this version, though. In this version, the AI is no different to the fucking rest of the game. So ultimately, they're fucking jokes, and I can easily kick their asses and beat them by a fucking fair margin. Also, the relic run sucks. The relic run fucking sucks in this one. But surprisingly, even though getting the crates is still a fucking asshole to deal with, the fucking time you have to beat is easier to me in this version than it was in the original. And I don't get why. I don't get why this fucking track got easier in Nitro Fueled compared to its original PS1 counterpart. You'd fucking think that'd be the opposite. But no, this is much more forgiving. And I honestly have no real issues with Tiny Arena now. I did have some issues with it in the PS1 version, in the original fucking game. But Nitro Fueled, no issues at all. Sure, I still get fucked by walls in some of the turns, but the AI is so much more easier, and the fucking, you know, the way boosts work and shit, you know, everything about how the speed works is so much easier that it's not an issue to me. Going through this is not a fucking issue to me. Getting a platinum in Tiny Arena is not an issue to me compared to the original, where I actually struggled to get a fucking platinum here in the original PS1 version. I don't fucking get this. Why is Coco Park, one of the easiest in the PS1 version, a fucking nightmare now, while Tiny Arena, what was considered one of the hardest, a fucking cakewalk now?
Wrong way.
Why the fuck did Beanox make this go backwards? Also, I got the Beanox crate. It's in the mud. I have enough time to waste to get it, so, you know. Fuck it, I'll get it. I'm so far ahead now, the AI can't beat me. So, you know. Fuck it. I'll take my crate and go home, thanks. So, yeah, Tiny Arena. It's just... It's an accurate and nice looking Tiny Arena for, you know, the fucking Nitro Fueled game, but it's just easier. It's less of a fucking nightmare than the original PS1 version. That's how I've seen it so far. That's my experience of it so far. This fucking game is backwards on its own logic, so, you know, on its original version, it's fucking backwards. So, you know, fuck. Oh, and guess what? We already know where it's going. Komodo Joe, right? One of the Komodo bros. He's up next. Let's verse him, shall we?
So, you've beaten all the other races on these tracks. Well, now you'll see why I'm the most feared driver on this circuit. I'll earn the right to fix Oxide by crushing you into brake dust. Let's race.
And he still sounds goofy as shit. I'm glad. I always have to Team Cortex right now, so that's neat. But yeah, now we get to fight Komodo Joe in the fucking Dragon Mines. And you'd think that this would be a nightmare. Because Komodo Joe sucks to deal with, especially in Dragon Mines. I wish that was the case for me. I wish that was still the case when it came to Nitro Fueled. Because I believe I got lucky with the original when I did my Let's Play of that. But in this one, I didn't even need luck. I just destroyed him. I mean, yeah, my footage is now glitching up a little bit. I'm sorry about that. You know, my Elgato, it just really hates the PS4 for some reason. It just hates this fucking console and my recordings for it. But yeah, I didn't struggle that much with Komodo Joe here. I should have. I 100% should have struggled more with Komodo Joe. But no. Once I got in front, I stayed in front. It didn't seem like Komodo Joe was really trying to overtake me. And I already knew what he was throwing down. He was like throwing vials and shit at me. Like fucking nitro oxide. In nitrous box, I think. On me beforehand. That or vials. I think red vials, actually, he was throwing. But yeah, I don't fucking care. You wanna know why I don't care? Because he's a fucking joke to me here. I can stay in front no matter what. Especially if I cut through this mud. Which is a great way of getting through and cutting through and getting faster through. Just cut through the mud. No different to Roost Tubes. Just cut through the fucking off-road and you'll be fine. Now I avoid the fucking TNT, which I don't think he's going to avoid. And, yeah. Yeah, see, he got hit by it. So, as you can see, completely destroyed, and I won. So, yeah. Great boss fight. Got an achievement for it. Well, let's get our key into the cutscene that we get for it for beating him.
You're not so slow after all. Surprised me you did. Is a key for the win. Still, I think you're not fast enough to outrace Oxide. We're going to lose our planet, and it'll be all your fault.
Nice to know he's being such a fucking asshole. By the way, his brother is in this game. His brother was in the original. He is in this game. You have to buy him, though. Of course you fucking do. Alright. Let's watch the cutscene of me unlocking the way to the final hub world. And then we can end the part because next time we're going to clear out this hub 100% once and for all. So first... And hey, I just got Komodo Joe, and I also got, you know, his paint job of mustard, I guess, and I also got a sticker. So, yeah, that way would lead to Cortex's castle, but we're not going there. Instead, next time we're visiting all these levels, take care of their CTR tokens and their platinum relics, which, you know, considering Hub 2, you'd think this would be a fucking nightmare to deal with, considering, you know, Tiny Arena and fucking Dragon Mine, but no, outside of Polar Pass, this is gonna be a breeze. This is gonna be the easiest fucking part to deal with compared to anything else. So, next time, I'm gonna feel a bit calmer. So, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.